if you feel that you apologize all the time and you don't understand where this comes from, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Athena, and on this channel we talk about healing from narcissistic parenting, and I offer a lot of tips and insights from my own personal journey, as well as from what I've learned coaching thousands of different people from all around the world, helping them heal and move forward in their lives. Now, if you find yourself apologizing for everything, even things that aren't actually your fault, you've probably been told by somebody in your family that you're overreacting, that you're too sensitive, or that you're too emotional. But the truth is much deeper. Over-apologizing is not a personality flaw. It is actually a trauma response, and it is a clear sign of narcissistic conditioning. Now, what does over-apologizing really mean? It means that you say sorry automatically. It happens all of the time and you don't even realize you're doing it. You say it when somebody bumps into you. You say it when you take up space. You say it when you have needs. You even say it when you've been hurt. This isn't kindness. This is self-protection. When we over-apologize, this is our nervous system's way of saying, please don't be angry at me, or please don't abandon me. It is an attempt to prevent conflict, rejection, abandonment, or punishment. Now, if you grew up with narcissistic or emotionally immature parents, your survival depended on keeping your parents calm. So this is how this conditioning is formed. Your parents would have blamed you for everything. Even their bad moods were your fault. So apologizing became your reflex. When your feelings were dismissed, you learned that speaking up only made things worse. You essentially became the peacemaker in the family. And in many ways, you were the scapegoat. You were the one that had to fix everything. You were the one that had to stuff down your emotions. You internalized the belief, if somebody is upset, then I must have done something wrong. And this is why you constantly apologize. This is why to apologize has become so automatic that you don't even realize you're doing it. Now, what are some signs that over-apologizing is actually a trauma response? First of all, you may notice that you say sorry even before you ask a question. You will notice that you apologize when other people invade your boundaries, and you will feel guilty for saying no, and you will apologize. When someone's voice changes or their mood drops, you are instantly feeling threatened. Therefore, you may apologize for something that you didn't even do. You may apologize when you cry, you may apologize when you're sick, or even when you're overwhelmed. You feel responsible for everybody else's emotions, and you don't want to be a burden. But this goes beyond the norm because you feel guilty for even existing, for even taking up space in a room. And that is not healthy. And why does over-apologizing happen? Well, your brain is primed to equate other people's moods with danger. Your brain learns that conflict equals feeling unsafe. Your brain learns that showing emotions equals threat. Your brain even learns that in order to have harmony and peace in your life, this only happens when you're actually in survival mode. So you apologize to neutralize any threat as quickly as possible. So this isn't a weakness. It's actually an adaptation, something that you learn to do in an unsafe environment in your childhood, in order to feel safe. Now, how do you manage this over-apologizing? How do you stop yourself from constantly saying sorry, especially when you don't need to? Well, first of all, you need to observe yourself. How often do you say sorry? When does this happen? Does this happen when somebody's angry? Does this happen when you feel triggered? Notice your triggers. What triggers you? Is it someone's tone of voice? Is it the way that they're looking at you? Is it a particular person? Is it a particular environment? Write these things down and keep track of everything that makes you feel super sensitive and makes you want to apologize. Another good way of keeping an eye on your over-apologizing is to give your nervous system a break, to pause before you say something, to notice what is going on. If you're feeling triggered, if you're feeling on edge, ask yourself why. What is it you need in that moment? Do you maybe need to step away and take a breather? Or do you need to tell the person, I just need a little bit of time to think about this and I'll get back to you? It's important to give yourself time. You don't always have to rush. And if you are around somebody who's upset, if you're around somebody who's really emotional, again, give yourself space. It's not up to you to fix their emotions. You may feel like that's the thing that you're supposed to do because that's basically what you learned in childhood. But now you are able to take a step back and wait and breathe and pause. And you can validate your own emotions if you are feeling nervous or triggered. You don't have to shrink to make other people feel comfortable anymore. You are in charge of what you do in your life now. You're not that helpless child that's living in a home that's unsafe. You can make the choice to remove yourself from an unsafe or toxic environment. Work on your boundaries around others. Just tell the other person, I need a moment to think about this, and you can get back to them. It's important when we think about our overreactions to things now as adults, why they happen, where did they come from? It's because we were told as children that we were overreacting, that we were too dramatic or too sensitive, but we weren't. We had needs and our parents couldn't meet those needs. And that's on them, that is not on us. Even though your apologies became your armor as a child, you no longer need to use them now because you're safe now. And you get to put that armor down. You get to live life in a way that feels comfortable and safe. And you will keep the people in your life that only you choose to keep, not the ones that are forced on you. You are safe now to make choices and only have people in your life that you feel comfortable with and that you feel safe with. You are in charge now. You are in control. Now, if this video resonated with you, please know that you're not alone. There are many other survivors of narcissistic abuse who struggle with over-apologizing. And healing, as always, starts with awareness. As long as you are trying and you are making tiny changes, you are on the right path. Healing is a journey. It takes time, and lots of little changes add up to bigger changes. If you could resonate with today's video, then please feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you so much for listening, as always, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.